and happy Mental Push Up Monday, baby. We here. And if this is your first time joining Mental Push Up Monday, I'd like to give a big old welcome to you. This vlog is all about personal growth and development because we know by us becoming the best versions of ourselves that creates our best and most authentic life. So again, welcome to you. So let's jump right into it. The title of today's message is Just Say Yes. So this message is inspired. This past week, I've had multiple opportunities to run my mouth, which I just love because I love advocating for children and I'm all about talking about personal growth and development. So I was on my way back from Jackson, Mississippi, back to Memphis, and I was self-reflecting. I was saying to myself, I said, self, how did all this happen? How did these opportunities open up? What happened? And so as I self-reflected, I recognized that these opportunities that have transpired, this person that I've become, is because of simply saying yes. So about a year ago, I was in a state of influx. I was stressed out because our company was going through some changes, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no idea. So it had come up that more than likely we would have to like reapply for our jobs, or we have to go through some, I could potentially even lose my job. That was the space we were in. And so I was in a space of, I didn't know what my next move was. That's what I recognized. I said, okay, number one, I don't know what my next move is, but also I recognized, I said, I want my fate to be in my hands. I want to be the captain of my own ship. And so by me doing that, I took a step back and I was lost. I didn't know what was next. I knew I wanted to do personal growth and development. I knew I wanted to speak, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't have a clear-cut plan. So I was sitting in the car one day and I was listening to this book, Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. And so he was talking about saying yes. He was like, when you don't really know what you want to do, you don't know what your next move is, things like that. He said, just say yes. Commit to being the very best at whatever it is that you're doing. And so an opportunity came up maybe about a week later. It was a class with student achievement partners. And, I was a little bit apprehensive about his advice because I was like, when am I going to have time to do this stuff? But the opportunity presented itself. And I simply said yes. It came up on it and I just said, okay, I'm just going to sign up because I'm just going to commit to being the very best that I can be here. And literally from this one yes, so much has changed. I've changed. Opportunities have been created. And I just wanted to share my thoughts around simply saying yes. So I think the first thing that I learned from saying yes was I turned pro. I went all in. I think that by me just making a commitment to saying that I'm going to say yes to every opportunity and try to be the best math coach that I can, is that it transfers over to other areas of your life. Because you start to say to yourself, well, shoot, if I can go all in and be the best at this, what else can I do? And I think it really speaks to, as I was talking to one of my friends before I started my vlog, I said, it's almost like stewardship. Because if I'm taking good care of the work that I have now, or my family, or my job, or my car, I'm taking great care of that, then the universe, God, source, whatever you believe in, you're going to start to receive more, and you're going to start to attract different things around you because you are managing and taking great care of and being the best at and going all in on what you have. So I think the second thing I learned from that was that knowledge plus action equals confidence. And so I say that because I think that I find for myself that when I don't have the information or I don't know the answer, then I feel insecure. And I think if I reflect back, I didn't know what my next move was. I had no clue what I was going to do next. And so by me seeking out knowledge and seeking out knowledge to better myself and to become the best at what I'm doing, it gave me a sense of confidence. And then also taking action on that knowledge, because I think that's key too. It's just not enough sometimes to know. Is more so being able to take the action to improve on it. And I think another thing with that confidence, I think it also brings detachment. So I think in that moment, the reason I was freaking out was because I was really attached, right? And so I recognized that in other areas, I was doing the same thing, just really attached. And so when you start to grow yourself as a person, you start to realize that there are a lot more opportunities out there. And so it almost expanded my world. And so just being able to like go to all these conferences and meet different people, it's grown me as a person, because I recognize that it's a larger world out there. Because sometimes we get caught up on like, this is the only one, like this is the only way, or things like that. But it's so much more out there. So I think the last thing that I took away from saying yes was that I recognized that what stops me from saying yes is that my own limited thinking. Because I ask myself, I say, why would they pick me? What am I doing here? It's almost like the imposter syndrome. Like I had that same thinking about 3 weeks before I went to Mississippi, because we got on our first conference call, and I was on the conference call with these powerhouse math people, and I was just like, oh my God, like what am I doing? What have I got myself into? Can I really do it, right? And so you're asking yourself, why am I here? But it's really the question we really pose to ourselves is, who am I not to be? This opportunity was presented because I deserve to be here, and I really think it speaks to worthiness. I deserve this opportunity. I think it really also speaks to that quote by Marianne Williamson. She has a poem called Our Deepest Fear. And so the first line is, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We all have the capacity to be great, and the only thing that can stop us is ourselves. That's it. That's the only limit that we create, is our thinking. So let's wrap this up in a nice little bow. Number one, saying yes taught me how to be all in. It taught me how to go pro. Secondly, I learned that knowledge plus action equals confidence. I think the last thing that saying yes taught me was that I was limiting myself in a lot of ways from a lot of opportunities, because I told myself before I even had an opportunity to say yes that, oh, this is too big for me. What am I doing? You deserve to be here. And so the question we have to say to ourselves is, who am I not to be, not to have this opportunity? So those are tidbits, words of wisdom. Get out there this week. Do those mental push-ups. Be bold. Be brave. Be you, because you are beautiful. Much love and light. It's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby. And I am out.